The Pat McAfee Show.
There'll be no rules for our guests, for us, for the things we can talk about.
Yes, speaking his mind.
I've never had a problem expressing my opinions or my thoughts or anything like that.
While being relatable.
I haven't had that manufactured fake-ass celebrity that a lot of people have whenever they go on those big networks. I've had a chance to really build my crew, build my following, build my audience.
And ridiculous.
What am I supposed to do? So I'm supposed to look at something that I can definitely afford and say, nah. Is that what I'm supposed to do?
The Pat McAfee Show starts in 3, 2, 1.
Hello, beautiful people. It is Thursday, June 23rd, 2022, and this sports show that is going to be average. Starts down.
Right.
No. I try to step all over it. I cannot hear my voice at all in my ears, I'm realizing. I can't hear anything from the back. We had a power outage. All hell is breaking loose. But what I do know is that today's show is going to be a big one.
Oh, yeah.
Because not only do we have Stanley Cup championship action to react to, because last night's game went into overtime and a team with too many men on the ice.
Whoa.
A team that can't get a simple line change in the biggest of moments and just so happened to win their third game of a best of 7 in a Stanley Cup championship series. It was an excellent hockey game.
Oh, yeah.
And although the ice kind of garbage, in the words of the goal scorer, the winning goal scorer, I think the NHL has to be happy with how this is going.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 2
out of the 4 games have made it into overtime thus far. Last night showcased so much dazzle and so much majestic hockey play that it also brought into another factor that I think we all assumed could happen in hockey, but was actually being alleged to be happening in hockey, and that is just like the Chicago Bears at Soldier Field grow that grass real tall to make people slow.
Sure.
And just like how Heinz Field will never have turf because that grass is to slow people down, when you come play in Pittsburgh, it's going to be a sloppy track. Allegedly, last night, the entire world is alluding to the fact that although Tampa Bay is probably 200 degrees right now.
Yeah, at least.
150% humidity.
Yeah. Roasty toasty.
We lived down there for like 6 months, like one day a week, literally for 6 months straight. And it was you landed in a sauna in the middle of summer. So maybe it's just the weather. I mean, the air conditioning at my house can't keep up with this Indiana heat that I have. So maybe it's just the weather down there getting to the ice. But it felt like a lot of people were alleging to the fact that the Tampa Bay Lightning wanted that to be a muddy track to slow down that Avalanche team. Which leads me to think that maybe the boys are fucked when it gets back to Denver. If they can't slow them down and they're going to lose. But I got nothing but faith in the Tampa Bay Lightning, not only because Big Rig's flying around searching his 4th straight Lordo, but because Vasilevsky was standing on his fucking head last night.
Doing everything.
And that means good news is coming for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Let's go to the toxic table today that looks vastly different than what it normally looks like. At Boston Connor is here with an incredible mullet.
How we doing?
You look fantastic.
Thank you. You look great, too. Nice chains.
I can hear myself in my ear now, Zeet. So whatever you did something that is
Hey, boys, Zeet.
that is good. That is good news. That's tough to do, by the way.
Yeah.
I felt like a national anthem singer in a stadium right there. 'Cause
Sure.
I could not hear what I was saying.
No bueno.
Or couldn't hear what. You want to test that thing, Zeet? It's not working.
Oh, thought we were back.
Can't talk to the back, but I can't hear me, which is good.
Step in the right direction.
Yeah,
Halfway
it
there.
is. I was kind of there. Thunderdome is just 40
Come
some
on.
days away.
Here we go.
Can't wait for that. Thank you for the compliment. We are going into a 3-day weekend.
Here we go.
But I think it couldn't come at a better time because this is no offense to our friend Nick Maralda here. But if you look at the toxic table, there is obviously one very different looking individual there. That person that's sitting at the toxic table is normally behind the audio, kind of configuring how loud, how soft, how muted we are at different times.
Sure.
That is kind of a role that he has bought into greatly. But today he has to try to fill the skates of a champion who has saddled the horse of toxicity for some time on a microphone, because today is a day, I believe, in which the baby adventure will begin for
Here
Ty
we
Schlein.
go. Here we go.
Come on, Ty.
So Ty is currently with his lovely wife. I believe they are awaiting the baby to come any moment now. And I just want to say to Ty that we are incredibly pumped for you and Caitlin. Every single resource that this office has the ability to get, you have for your beautiful baby that is coming. I think you're prepared. I think you're going to be a great dad, and we're going to miss you for the next few weeks as the, paternal love for that baby is shown through on the minute-to-minute basis, because I've heard these little drunk things have a mind of their own. But Ty, we will certainly miss you, pal, and congrats and good luck.
Good luck, Ty.
In his place, Nick Moraldo. Nick, great to see you.
Hey, happy to be out here. Gonna do my best, knock the cement out of my skates to fill Ty's shoes. I know I can't beat Ty. I'm just gonna be me out here, though.
Yeah, because if you're trying to be Ty, you'd be trying to be somebody else other than yourself. And if you're not yourself, who are you? You're fucking nobody.
Exactly. Fraud.
And that's what people need to know. You're not nobody. You're currently a member of the toxic table.
That's not what everybody says, but I'm okay with that.
Nobody's saying you're a nobody. Now you're a country club.
Yeah. Come on. That place is gorgeous.
Hey, thanks for coming out yesterday, boys. A pretty good round.
Yeah.
I think Pat is going to rip up Tahoe and surprise some people. Some of those real golfers out there are going to be in for quite a shock.
We chatted about this a little bit on the course. I think the last few weeks I have made it an effort to play at least once a week.
Yeah.
So I was trying to have at least 4 or 5 rounds in before I got to Tahoe. Now with Country Club Nick having access to maybe the nicest course in Indiana, and us having time to get on, this has become quite a treat. I might be able to get on more than 4 or 5 times. But we talked about this yesterday. These guys that are retired and their entire lives revolve around their golf game.
Just golf.
And they're waking up in the morning and they're on the putting green, and then they're on the driving range, and then they're having lunch, then they're watching film, then they're playing around, then they're finishing on the putting green.
Only motivation to live.
That's what every day of their life is. This is it. I can't. I was away from my family for like 15 years whenever I was playing my sport, and now I'm supposed to just drop back into being around them every day. I can't do it. And also, this kind of scratches the competitive itch that people have.
Yep.
And the game is, you're never going to be perfect, so there's always something to get better at. And a lot of guys that are ultra competitive and obsessive over that have turned to golf. And a lot of these guys are golfing in the Tahoe thing.
Most.
If I beat any of them, which there is a chance, I think, at this point.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
They are that's going to be something that they will take with them into the driving range, into the putting green, into their rounds, literally for the next 362 days or whatever. Yeah. And that's the goal. I'm trying to go in there and beat one of the retired guys that plays every single fucking day of their life. I don't know if it's going to be possible. Golf is a tough game because I'll find myself in a situation that I have no idea what the right answer is. I've never attempted this shot before. I'm sitting downhill, sideways, in some heather. Okay, what the golf fix told me middle of the night while I was watching, kind of boozed up and high.
Here we go.
That this is going to turn to the left, I think, so I got to aim a little right. Yep. I think I need to choke down. Like, the amount of things that are going to be running through my head while I'm golfing out there is going to be astronomical, and I'm going to look like I'm going to have some bad shots. But I think I'm going to play pretty good out there. Now, we have to remember that the man who joins us in the second hour most days when he's not on vacation, which has become something.
Yeah, every other week.
I mean, I think we are the only stooges that don't, though, in the middle of summer for working people. I think people at jobs take summer off.
Or Chompy in the game.
Yeah, stewards.
Stewards in the
What
game.
are we supposed to do?
If not us, then who? I think
Exactly.
we're back.
Let's go, Jeets.
We're back. Wow.
Two for two.
That was some of the, it will never compare, so I don't want to act like that. But you know that video where there's like a baby who's like deaf or something?
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
put
First
implants on it in the first time hearing, and it's like
Cochlear.
maybe the most like emotional stuff of all time. You're like so happy.
Yeah.
What an incredible reference.
Thank you. That is kind of what my brain just felt whenever
Heard Zito?
I could hear me again.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was dipping in and out and I couldn't really hear anything. I was just talking. That was unbelievable. Thank you, Zito. That's,
Baby
There you
Z.
go. Z was on his hands and knees on the phone getting this thing figured out. Back here. It was
Who'd you
awesome.
call? Who'd you have to call?
I just tried to call the people who helped set it up.
Sound guys.
I'm happy to answer. They're not doing anything on Thursday, June 23rd. That is,
Jeez.
that is great news. That they
Big
got
Mike?
nothing. That's no. Is it Big Mike? Is that Big Mike?
Jake.
Hey, thank you,
Big
Jake.
Jake. Let's
Go,
go.
Jake.
Why did it happen? Did Jake tell us why it happened so it won't happen in the future?
No, it just something might have been the power outage, messed it up.
Set it back to factory mode.
Yeah, so we had to reprogram it.
That
Son of a
fucking
bitch.
kills us, dude. Hey, that kills us because it's not. There's literally nothing you can do because when the power cuts to it immediately, it shuts off, and some of them just reset back to factory mode immediately.
Yeah, exactly. And we're promised this building's on generators too, and
obviously isn't.
Yeah, it's a stupid goddamn lever that anybody can pull around the corner. That's the real problem.
And we're supposed to have generators though, but the generators also do not.
No,
Okay.
they don't work.
They don't kick in for a certain amount of time. And by that time, that thing's already.
Yeah, already reset.
We're fucked forever.
So, well, no. Well, as soon as we
Anyways,
confirm
whatever. We're back. Hey, thank you, Zito.
it. Boy, Z.
Yeah, we will have the power thing
On,
much better protected.
yeah, lock and key.
It's.
Or maybe just not even put it up there, you know?
Not
I
even
don't.
an option.
It makes no sense to me. It is comical what it is, and we still have to be here for another month or so I don't want to pump this too loud.
No.
But it's a fucking cartoon outside on how you turn the building on and off.
It's legit like Star Wars. They built something that you could shoot something in the Death Star and blow us up the whole building.
Well,
Basically.
I don't know about that reference.
Like, why build that part?
It's
Okay,
more like
got
the
it, yes.
original Jurassic Park, where to get the power to the park back on, they had to run from the command center to the other side of the park
Raptors.
through a jungle filled with dinosaurs. Makes no sense.
It is literally a switch that just, you have to know where the part of the building is.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a little bit difficult to get to that part of the building. But if you happen to get to that part of the building somehow, there's just a switch that's painted bright red that is like this size almost.
Basically.
Basically this size. And it would be impossible if you happen to get to that part of the building, by the way, probably a little boozed up, probably lost. And if you saw a big red switch that was like this and said like, don't touch, power to whole building, like 100% chance you're gonna go,
Try this.
and then the whole building just out. It's like, oh my God, that was actually how this was designed.
It's really the Achilles heel of the building.
There's numerous
Yeah.
weaknesses.
I assume bums
You're
see
right.
that lever too.
You're right.
And they're just like, oh, I got to pull that fucking thing right now.
No way they would put this in same world I live. You know?
Oh, wait, they did.
If that was me, like, I don't know, let's say I'm at West Virginia,
Sure.
having a good time.
A younger you.
A younger.
Penny pictures.
Yeah, Penny Pictures just happened.
Yeah.
And they shut down, every bathroom in the city at midnight, and Penny Pictures runs till midnight. So, you have to happen upon an alley or something every once in a while.
Exactly.
If I'm walking down that alley to go piss and hopefully Reed, my roommate and good friend, Amanda was in my wedding, he says he'll keep an eye out for me for that alley. He doesn't have to go piss in another alley, like while that's happening. So
You would hope.
there's no cops coming down there saying, hey, what are you doing down there? You saw me walk out of Penny Pictures. There's no bathrooms. You know exactly what I'm doing down here. But if I was happening to walk down that alley, like the way this is set up, what? I don't know, 100% chance?
Oh, yeah.
It's up
Please
there.
do not pull this 10-foot long lever. Like they make it appear as if you're launching a nuclear weapon. And you think to yourself, there's no way this is really how this building is doing it. Like, and then the person turning it back on has to have a key and then
Yeah.
don't touch it, all right?
It's made in like the 1980s, probably.
How's it happen?
It doesn't make any sense because I know for a fact that sometimes when you go out back there, or if you have to walk to the gas station or throw out the trash because Herbie's on vacation, that you'll see the door wide open right there, and any bum can just walk in, and it's next to a dumpster where they're all sleeping too.
Well, geez, listen, take it easy on the bums and the dumpsters and everything like that. Indianapolis is a fascinating place right
Yeah.
now and has been for a little bit, but that seems to be a flaw of our building. Anyways, follow up. Flaw of our schedule in the incredible life that we get to live, talking into a microphone so much all the time. It is not easy just going on a golf course, especially with all the other stuff going on. But I feel like we're getting real work in. And AJ and I, what is that, $25,000 to the person and $25,000 to charity?
Charity, yeah.
That's a $50,000 thing happening out there at Talk. He's been there before. He's done the whole golf in front of that many people who could potentially get sniped by a golf ball.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the biggest thing I'm thinking about. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
but he stinks. You're actually good.
yeah, but I haven't been in a situation where there's a funnel.
Yeah, you get better there though.
Yeah, and you've never warmed
I
up.
should, yeah.
I got two questions.
I think
though.
I should. At Tone Diggs, one half of the hammer.
About the
Dahn!
golf. About the
Cowboys.
golf.
Yeah.
You were talking about being in the heather and being on the slope, down the slope, left, right, whatever. First question, does it comfort you when you put your head down on your pillow at night knowing that you have an experienced caddy that can give you these answers?
Well, Connor ain't
Exactly.
gonna give me those answers.
No, I've been there. Walked the course 18,000 times in my brain.
Me too. But that doesn't help with like shot selection. And
Yeah,
stuff.
but Francis, we met. We're just, we're locked in. We don't see anything but the hole. We don't see the fans on the side of the on the side of the course.
You
Yeah,
should
but
watch.
what he was talking about is when I'm on the side of a fucking hill like this, and it's like, what club should I use? The good news is Foxy will be tailing.
Okay.
Exactly.
He's got you.
And Foxy will be with us, as will Nick. Nick will be there as well.
He's got you
I
too.
think we're going to be updating all for every single.
Oh, like the Tiger Tracker.
Yeah, I think it's going to be
Nice.
like that with videos. And we found a tracer. We found a ball tracing app that is
That's a bit Mickey Mouse.
pretty
but
Mickey Mouse. What they're marketing as a golf tracing app.
Let's
is
get
not,
you a better one.
Well, we're going to try. I don't know how much we're going to try.
You
Like,
should change your account to Pat Tracker for that week.
no, but it's not just me though. It'll be whoever's in my group.
Yeah.
Oh, people aren't going to be happy about that. Do they care?
So I don't think anyone on the internet cares about anyone else in your group.
I think we're also putting a free to play
Okay.
up for how I do.
Here we go.
now we go.
I think there's going to be a shit ton of money up for it too. How much is going to be up for that? By the way, sitting in for Nikki Skates on the audio with an incredible mustache right now.
Yeah.
And also fresh out of an $8,000 hit last night on a parlay. Congrats, Bruce Brown.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Bruce, how much money are we giving away on that free to play? Has that been discussed yet? Have we figured that out?
I don't know if it's been nailed down. What are you thinking? Maybe like
I think it should
100,
be 200.
Why?
What?
250.
Probably 250, right? $250,000.
Hell yeah.
Feels like the right one.
Should it be
That's tasty.
3 rounds, 75 each day? Nope, that doesn't add up to 250.
I think it has to be total.
Yeah.
So people, but maybe each day it could be
Yeah.
two.
It's like
Birdie on day 1, birdie day 2, birdie day 3. How many bogeys? How many double bogeys? How
You'll
many
be paired
pars?
with different people. Like if you beat this person or that
yeah.
person, like AJ Hawk, for example.
I think I'm golfing with him Friday, right?
That was, from
yes.
my understanding, that's the day that you get paired with people you know.
yeah,
Okay,
and then you get grouped Saturday and
By
Sunday.
score.
And Thursday is a fucking nightmare. But
don't have to
hey,
do
we're out there learning the course.
Exactly. We're just
Exactly.
trying to get around and to see where we're gonna be.
Anyways, AJ will join us in the next hour. He's got to be shaking in his fucking Ohio boots.
Yeah, he's gonna suck. I
Every
can already
video
feel
that
it.
we're putting out there. I did not expect golf to. I did not expect golf to happen the way it's been happening the last few times I've gone out there. I'm looking at where I want to hit the ball to, and I'm putting the ball there.
Yeah.
Will that continue? We shall see.
I honestly didn't expect you to play this much either. If I knew if you played this much, you'd be good.
I'm starting to enjoy it.
Oh,
you
you're
know how much
playing
fun
awesome.
these fucking pro golfers have to have?
Yeah.
When they go out to the course and they're just looking and they're like, oh, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
I've done it the last few times I've won out. It is a blast.
What a treat.
What a treat.
And
What
that's-
I would like to put, I should probably hit this a little bit further. Seems like the little bit of a upslope on the green for me. So if I hit this a little bit past there, it should come out. Let me clear out the grooves. I mean, let me clear out these grooves real quick.
That's
real.
That's your caddy's response. He's supposed to have a wet towel.
Well, he was also golfing
discussed
yesterday.
this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But we did discuss the wet towel and the tools that we will have.
At the turn, do you guys get fillets at the country club or instead of hot dogs?
So we have not hit a turn yet.
Oh, because you've been playing
9 holes.
But I assume fillets?
At Nick's Country Club, there's 27 holes.
No big deal.
2 turns.
So there's 3 nines. Could be 2 turns. We've played on the same course every time. And by the way, when I was a member, same course every time. I don't think I've played the other 18 holes that they have there. Why is that? You think why is it?
I think we like to run a little later than most people. I think a lot of people are out there early, and the other courses are the early tee times. We're running with the night owls. We're going late night, and that's only the 1-9. But I like that 9.
I do. I love it. I fucking love golf. We have some breaking news in the college football world.
Whoa.
Ladies and gentlemen, the family that is synonymous with incredible quarterback play, all the way from the New Orleans Aints, which Archie changed the whole game. Then Peyton and Eli, the Manning cast, the Manning family business, everything about them is synonymous with great football play. And when we learned about this other Manning,
Dog.
coming through the high school ranks, Archie Manning, son of Cooper Manning. Cooper Manning, the most athletic Manning, allegedly by all of the Mannings that you speak to, had some injuries and things happened, didn't make it to the NFL, was a wide receiver. Archie Manning, his son, has grown up in the Manning Football Academy.
Yeah, that's right.
Is more athletic than Peyton and Eli, has been watching like NFL film since middle school, is dominant in 7-on-7s and in high school, can run, can dunk, can move, might be the best Manning ever,
Yeah.
has made an official commitment for college.
Wow.
He is going to the University of Texas.
Holy shit.
Hook 'em horns.
Hook 'em.
Congrats to Texas and Sarkeesian.
Back.
for having another Mac Jones at quarterback. If you remember, Sark was running an NFL offense at Alabama when he was having all his success. Obviously, post the other situations he had in the past, it seems like he had gotten past them personally and professionally. Became offense coordinator for Alabama. They were running NFL plays, motions and reads and everything like that. Mac Jones was able to pick it up like this. Boom! Dropped in the middle of nowhere, had the best season he's ever had. Now he's having success in the NFL because of the comfort that he's had running an NFL-style offense. Archie Manning has been an NFL quarterback since he was in 7th grade.
Yes.
Sark has to be super pumped. The people of Texas have to be pumped. I don't know what the NIL deal is worth. Obviously, the Mannings don't need it, but I assume it was something. Congrats to all parties. That's not great for the Big 12 now or the SEC in the future.
Yeah.
And this has to lead to a conversation of us saying, I would not put it past Texas to choose to join the SEC because the Manning family said, hey, it's different down here. If you want Archie, he ain't going to the fucking Big 12.
No way.
Archie's going to the SEC against the best, playing with the best. Texas like, fuck it. All right, we'll go to the
Fine.
SEC. We've been looking for a reason anyways. Oklahoma, Texas allegedly going next year. Cincinnati and other teams going to the Big 12. What does that mean for the Big 12? Who knows? Archie Manning, though, congrats to him and congrats to Texas.
Yeah,
Burnt orange out there.
Oh, yeah.
Doing their thing. I'm in Austin tomorrow. I'm sure the place is going to be pumped.
Yeah, he'll be in the SEC, I believe, his sophomore year. And then this is question the number one recruit, Quinn Ewers, who went to Ohio State.
Cool.
And then transferred from Ohio State.
Back
He's
to
at
Texas.
He'll probably just transfer tomorrow.
Yeah, let's go to West Virginia, kid.
Oh.
Come home.
Bring him in.
Come on home. Joining us now is a man who has found home in the world of success in basically everything he's ever tried.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, movies and
What?
music.
What?
And not only acting, producing, and writing and creating and everything you could potentially think of in the entertainment business. Moving into the world of sport, creating a new league in a new sport. Going into its 5th season, just tipped off last week.
Damn.
The Big 3 is fucking crushing it.
Oh, yeah.
5 seasons of this thing, nothing lasts 5 seasons.
Great basketball.
And that's because the person that was behind it has a big old brain. Ladies and gentlemen, Ice Cube.
Yeah, what's up, y'all?
Hey, sorry we kept
y'all
you.
doing?
Hey, I appreciate you joining us. Archie Manning just signed with Texas. We had to cover it real quick. That's breaking news. But anytime Ice Cube's on, we're fucking pumped, dude.
Hell yeah.
Hey, thanks for coming back.
That's right.
How are you?
I'm good, man. You know, like you said, we into our 5th season, and we off and rolling. Had a great week 1, going into week 2 this weekend.
How much are you hands-on with the week-to-week of the Big 3, Ice Cube? I mean, 5 seasons is something that is impossible. Everything gets canceled now. You know, everything gets canceled. Everything doesn't have a lasting effect on society, it feels like, because people get bored and move on. Are you hands-on day to day, and how proud of this whole thing are you? Could you think back 5 seasons ago and imagine this amount of success?
Man, I'm hands and feet on.
Okay.
Like it takes everybody skill, you know, working at a high level 15 hours a day to really get this into the 5th season. You know, it's an incredible league. You know, the league is the biggest 3-on-3 league in the world. So at the end of the day, you know, we doing the work, and no league lasts 5 years. You're right. You know, most leagues, you know, they fizzle out. They don't even last a year. So to be in our 5th season, we're extremely proud. But, you know, there's still a mountain of work to do to really get this league where we want it to be.
In our world, in the football world, I mean, literally 5 leagues have fallen after 1 year in the last couple years. I mean, it's very difficult to start something new in the sports business. Now, a lot of businesses trying to get into the sports world. You're currently doing business with CBS and Paramount Plus, Vire Network, and DAZN. Let's go, dude. Hey, we're fucking everywhere. We're hustling out there. What's the next step, you think, for the Big 3? What are you guys looking to do next?
I mean, you know, we're still grinding to bring in more sponsors, more partners, you know, more people who believe in the league long term. And, you know, it's definitely an uphill battle. You know, those other leagues coming and going, didn't help us. We kind of wish they never would have tried it.
Yeah.
It's like either you got the ingredients to make it work, or you don't. And we believe we got the ingredients, and here we are. We did get hurt by the pandemic, 2020. I think everybody, had to figure out what they was going to do and adjust. But we came back in 21. Here we go again in 22, and getting off to a great start.
Hell yeah, we can't wait to watch. We would like to get into some sponsorship for the Big Three if possible. Wouldn't mind doing that. Would love to have.
Come on with it.
Hey, come on. Hey, I will get into business with Ice Cube. I feel like that's a successful business to get into. And let's talk about maybe a new business venture. Big subwoofer in the back, like what's up? The windows at the frame. It's a party when I pull the big banger, dude. Fucking bang. How big are we going with that? Are you guys going to continue to go into the studio? Are we getting more albums, more tours, more everything out of Mount Westmore?
Without a doubt.
Yes.
Let's go. It's great, to be able to hook up with 3 other legends like Too Short, E40, and Snoop Dogg. And we've been friends for, 25, 30 years. And to be able to still do music together, we've done songs with each other, but here we go with a whole project, touring the country, selling out arenas. It's just a great time to be with those dudes. I cherish it every time.
I mean, banger, though. Hey, that song's a fucking banger. That banger of a song. I assume there's more on the way. We feel good. We got more bangers in the chamber right now with Mount Westmore.
Without a doubt. We dropped something in the NFT world, but we hit it in the metaverse. We're going to drop it in the universe. And, we got about 50 songs cocked and loaded already.
I think that's hilarious. That is unbelievable. How do you have time to make 50 songs with a new group, Mount Westmore? Okay. Run the big league into 5 seasons. You have 2 movies currently in production, post-production, and pre-production, 2 in each of those. You got a tour going on. Are you a robot? You never sleep? What is your, because nobody ever talks about, hey, how does Ice Cube manage to fucking do everything? How do you manage to do everything?
I'm blessed, to be able to first of all, do so many different things. I got a great team of people with me, and we just do proper planning. You can get a lot achieved if you just plan everything out, perfectly. We don't get it right every time, but at the end of the day, we do get a lot of great things done, and I appreciate it. I wouldn't have it no other way. If I was just stuck in one thing, I'd probably go crazy.
Yeah, what do you get fulfillment out of all of them? Because music was your first love. If Mount Westmore goes, do you feel better about that? If the movie that you maybe act in but don't write does good, you don't feel as good because you wrote it. Like, is there fulfillment in everything that you accomplish?
Yeah, I'm a creative person. So when I'm creating something new, whether I do it solo or I do it with a team of people, I feel good about it if people enjoy it, if it comes out good, even if I just enjoy it, I feel good about it. So I think that's what really gets me going, to be able to create something new, take my time, give people quality, and do it right and do it, in a class way.
Hey, if you ever need like a bland white, for any of these movies you're writing, would love.
What?
You would love.
Man, you far from bland, dude. I got to get somebody way blander than you, man. Come on, man.
All right, well, let's go full mayonnaise. Connor, your question for Ice Cube?
Yeah, Ice Cube, I saw you already expanded the Big Three League with more teams. Do you plan on doing that? And then as far as creation goes, do you kind of feel like you created the 3-on-3 sport that's now in the Olympics?
Well, we definitely, feel like we had a lot to do with it. I wouldn't say create. FIBA has been doing 3-on-3 for 40, 50 years. But they just do the amateur version of it. We feel like